Krillin is one of the GOATs in the Z Fighters, and people be sleeping on him crazy. But unlike Hercule, he's actually a strong human and not a fake ass actor. Just look at his record. Krillin damn near survived every arc, and if he lost, it wasn't his fault. He was snuck or he was just outclassed. Tell me a single time Krillin has lost a fair one-on-one, same power level. Exactly, you can't think of one, because it doesn't happen. And even though Krillin is weak compared to everyone else, he still gets straight to work. No questions. And I'm not reading every single arc to you, or else this video would take a month to record and edit.
And you might be wondering, why the footage look like this? It like it's not from the official website. I never seen that watermark before. Shh. We don't talk about that.
Alright, so obviously, first is the Saiyan Saga. I'm not going over Raditz because Krillin wasn't even in that fight. I'm just going to be talking about Nappa and Vegeta. After Nappa and Vegeta pull up, they plant down Cybermen because they don't think the Z Fighters are strong enough to fight them. And Krillin immediately starts throwing hands. And they zoom in on him. This isn't edited by me, nothing. They know Krillin is about that timing and he going to be on demon time, no matter how weak he is. And skipping over some parts that Krillin wasn't really in, almost all of the Z Fighters died. It's only 3 left. Goku, Gohan, and Krillin. And the one that everybody thought was going to save them, Goku, is exhausted and can't even fight back at this point. And Vegeta turned into a grade 8. So after seeing what looks like a nuke blow up, Krillin does not care, still pulls right up, and immediately makes a plan to kill Vegeta. First thing he does, tell Gohan to distract him, tries to cut off his tail with the same move that almost killed Nappa. And after it missed, Yajirobe cuts off his tail. You might think this is a L since he choked, but Krillin still redeems himself almost immediately. And then Krillin quoted J. Cole saying, "Fool me one time, shame on me, but I ain't missing twice." And he has pinpoint accuracy and doesn't choke even with the fate of the world in his hand, hitting Vegeta right in his chest and almost killing him on the spot. But after some random grade 8 Gohan nonsense, it's really not that important. Vegeta just takes him out anyway. Vegeta starts running and tries to get to his pod, but he's crawling since he's too weak to fight after that fucking spirit bomb to the head and Gohan falling on top of him. And Krillin, being too weak to do anything, looks at Vegeta, gets right the fuck up, grabs Yajirobe's sword, and not being one to waste an opportunity, he strikes fear into Vegeta's heart. Look at him. This nigga is shaking. He is shook. He don't know what the fuck to do. And he almost ends Dragon Ball early, ready to cut Vegeta's head right off. But of course, Goku stops him. Oh, well, let him get away. And Vegeta like, alright, bitch ass niggas, I'm gonna kill this shit out y'all when I get back. And Krillin remembers this. He don't ever forget this. Y'all gonna see what I mean later. So next is the Frieza Saga. And skipping over all of this nonsense, getting power-ups and all that, Krillin actually tried to run ones with Frieza in his second form, even though he didn't even know he had a second form. And he doesn't think he's gonna win. And to prove how much he's not on his level, he gets stabbed in his chest by Frieza and says he can't breathe. So he probably got stabbed in the lung or something. But regardless, being on Frieza's horn, he tries to knee him in his head immediately and tells Gohan to let him die so he doesn't get hurt. And everyone thinks he's gonna die. No one thinks he's gonna survive, even him. But still, he'd rather die. So after Frieza keeps stabbing the shit out of him, he just throws him in the ocean. Like 5 minutes later, he gets healed, doesn't ask no questions, right back on the battlefield. Then almost kills Frieza, but cuts his tail off. And showing that he learned his lesson from Vegeta, he used a new technique with the Destructo Disc. Got this nigga Frieza looking goofy.
I dare you. Here's your target, baby.
Even got Frieza out here looking stupid, spamming the same move around the mountain, not knowing he just wasting his time. Got him thinking he in the edit for real. Blasted 2 key blasts, this nigga does a flip. Krillin just dips. He ain't about to be on his Vegeta timing, getting that shit out of him to waste time. So Piccolo pulls up, starts fighting with Frieza, and the very second he starts losing, Krillin immediately tries to rush over, but Vegeta grips him up and tells him to hit him. And not taking that disrespect and remembering what happened on Earth,
Expose him.
almost kills this nigga. Then Gohan, Krillin, and Piccolo start jumping Frieza because they not ones to waste time. They don't play around. But skipping forward a little bit, he helps Goku make a spirit bomb. Then after this is where he really helped, which you might think is an L, but I think is a W. Him dying unlocks Super Saiyan for Goku. And as you know, he violates Frieza. Krillin really out here catching passive W's, even while he dead. Krillin ain't never looked like this, even now. Next is the Android Saga, where Krillin catches the most W's. I'll be skipping the beginning part because Krillin doesn't really interact with them besides Android 18, when he bagged the baddest at Dragon Ball. Like, look at her, bro. And she's an android, so she doesn't age that much? Bulma, Chi-Chi, Videl, If you screamed out mid or even thought about it after I said that,
I want to punch him in the face so bad right now, but I want to keep my job. I want to keep my job. Please exit the room. I want to.
don't ever disrespect Bulma and Chi-Chi like that. Bulma, at least she's smart. Chi-Chi, at least she's a good housewife and can still run your fade. You know what Videl got? No screen time. Retirement. Krillin just has natural red. He saved his lady, and he looking at Cell ready to run his fade, but she looking at Krillin mesmerized. Or she wondering why he got no nose. Or the sun is shining off his head and her eyes. And the first thing she says is this.
Thanks for rescuing us.
So I guess it wasn't the other two.
No problem. Now get out of here.
Right.
And being weak but smart, he blinds Cell and tries to dip. But seeing his hoes in danger, he elbows the shit out of him. Look at his face and tell me that didn't hurt. So Cell punches him through the ship, and you might think that made him shook and stop fighting. Maybe you're different, but it's the reverse. Cell look at him, start talking crazy because he can't fight back, and still feeling that elbow. He dips. He don't want none of that smoke no more. Then his run back when he gets stronger, and he tries running his phase, thinking about one of his hoes. And this ain't no Hercule shit, cause he not trying to put a show on for anybody. He just want all the smoke.
No, don't.
But he's just too strong. He just get one tapped anyway. And you think getting one tapped would make Krillin not want to come back. But no, right there in the Cell games, he pulled right up with everybody else. So after more not Krillin scenes, cause he ain't the main character, Cell Juniors are just born already on demon time. Krillin start throwing hands at them the second they pull up, even though they're the same power level as Cell, and it's a good chance he's not winning. Krillin gets snuck again, but learning from his mistake, he unlocks Ultra Instinct, and then Piccolo pulls up and then after realizing Krillin is still that nigga for real, he got snuck 2 more times, even though they're the same power level as Cell. And it's probably by the same Cell Jr. too. Mad as hell he got raw. And right now, Krillin is carrying with these transformations, which makes no sense because he gets no transformations, barely any power-ups through the series. He just gets stronger, and especially because this is him right now. But him getting his with the rest of the Z Fighters in 16 made Gohan turn into a Super Saiyan 2. You know how that went. Next is the Boo arc. And first time Krillin meets Boo, he knows that he slept Goku and Vegeta almost. And he is ready to throw it all away. Literally saying,
魔人ブーか悟空やベジータさえ勝てなかった相手だ俺なんかじゃ勝てやしないだけど俺がやらなきゃ誰が女房子供を守るんだ18号俺が突っ込むからその間にこいつを連れて神殿に隠れるんだ
L excuses, right hand on the Bible. God can strike me down if I'm lying. That motherfucker's cheating! Take my word!
and after he's already dead, Kid Buu pulls up, and Krillin recognizing him and not being one to back down from the fade, uses a Destructo Disc, and it actually landed for once. But it's Buu. And I ain't gonna lie, if I see this, I'm quitting and becoming a cop. I'm done. Hey, wait a minute. After the Buu arc, it's actually peaceful. Krillin is really just chilling during Dragonball Super. Of course, like usual, he pulls up whenever the Z Fighters call him on his.
But when that light hits the sky, it's not just a call.
But the main reason I'm making this video is because of this scene right here. Krillin and 18 are straight cooking, destroying, then completely out of nowhere, out of character too, he just starts emoting. Krillin is always ready for a fade. Why would they just make him start dancing? Then he gets snuck by Frost, even though he could have ran his fade easily by himself too. And this pissed me off so much because why the hell would he just start dancing, bro? Like, and this is the only person they do this to. Nobody else gets snuck in the Tournament of Power. Not by Frieza, and not even if snuck Krillin stuck anybody else. So why specifically him? I don't know.
I'm only human after all.